Ah, right. In a bit of a kerfuffle. Oh, good evening, darlings. I'll be with you in just one little moment. There's Hedgie, your friend and mine. Get a couple of pound coins ready. Here we go. Right. Pardon me, darlings. I just need to nip to the loo, and then I'm all yours. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I haven't got the wine in the freezer. Oh, God, and now that's fallen out. There we go. Excuse me. Wine. But oops. Ah, okay. Right then. Let's get down to it, shall we? Good evening, darlings, and the very warmest of wibbly. I've got the bloody live stream tickle again. I have not needed to clear my throat for the last 4.5 hours. I sit down and within 10 seconds the bloody live stream tickle is there. Honestly, oh, what a kerfuffle. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm, wibbly wobbly, willy waving welcome to you Sunday Night Live. It is my sheer delight to be here with you for another wonderful hour of community togetherness. And together we are going to wave away the weekend somewhat sadly, and we are going to welcome in a whole new week. Isn't that exciting, darlings? And yes, we're going to do it. We're going to do it joyfully and in a beautiful atmosphere of togetherness and a word beginning with C that I just thought of and then immediately forgot. Compatibility, compatriot, oh, I don't know. Think of a word beginning with C that's applicable and apply it. I can't do everything for you, darlings. You have to take some personal responsibility, I'm afraid. So, all the normal stuff over the next, what's left of the next hour, and it is only going to be an hour. I'm not going over tonight, darlings. I am hanging out of my bottom as the children say. It was a late night anyway last night, and as soon as the live stream finished, Shawnee gave me a ring, and we ended up talking for 2 hours. And it was very, very late when I got to bed last night. Oh, this morning I felt like I was trying to recover from an autopsy. So there we are. So over the next hour, all of the normal stuff. The community portable electric telephone is on hand for your voice notes, darlings. Sean's box is here and ready to receive a damn good pounding. How many poundings will it get? As many times as I get a voice note demanding that I pound the box. The Hedgehog of Truth is on hand for all of your Hedgehog of Truth questions. And I've got a glass of wine to hopefully reinvigorate me because I've got stuff to do before tomorrow morning. I'm going away tomorrow, darlings. I am going away. Oh, and tomorrow night, my little sweethearts, my little sherbet dibdabs, I will be meeting and drinking an alcoholic beverage with one of you wonderful bogs. Yes. I will have a bit of company tomorrow evening, and that's going to be rather nice. So yeah. So right, I'm gonna have a drink and then we'll crack on with your comments, which of course are the meat and vegetables of this ham sandwich. Cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and above all, please get stuffed. Now, what I really have got to do is plan a route, but let's get on with your comments. I've kind of planned a route, but I haven't written it down or anything or remembered the road names. We'll do that in a bit. We'll do some stuff together. First cab off the round tonight was Carol C. Evening, Boaty and all the bogs. It's a windy night in Northumberland. Hope everyone is okay. I tell you what, Carol C., it's windier here tonight than it was during Storm Darren or whatever it was called. It's ever so windy. I've bashed the like button, says Carol C, and it felt so good. It felt good to me too. Thank you. Put Orly Galtieri, it's happening. It's happening. Oh God, it's the hiccups. It's the hiccups. It'll be the burps next. You know they're coming. Paulie Galtieri, Afra and Richard says, good evening, Boaty and everyone. I hope you've all had a good and restful weekend, and I second that. Peter P is with us. Good evening, Boaty, and all. Good evening to you. Steve Colg is here. Matron's here. Jimmy Quinn is here. Trisha Alderman, and possibly Paul. HW100 is with us, who very kindly gifted a channel membership the other night, didn't you? Good evening, Boaty. How has your day been? All right. Oh, that is a seriously delayed winegasm, but quite an intense one. Dear me. Oh, that's a bit of a corker, is that? I won't lie to you, darlings. Yeah, I've got so much to get ready. We'll talk about tomorrow. I've made plans. I have made plans, and I've been discussing the plans, and they've kept changing. But I think I've decided on my final plan. Yeah, day's been all right. I woke up so tired. It was a stupidly late night last night, but it was a good night. I had a good old chat with Miss Shawnee, and we've made some plans that are quite exciting. All of that sort of thing. Other than that, my day's been uneventful. I had roast beef and Yorkshire puddings for lunch, and I did some laundry, and I went to work, and that was pretty much it. I haven't done any prep for tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit chaotic. How are your ears doing? Asked Peter P. They're, touch wood, they're fine, Peter P, on the whole, though I have had a couple of minor things with them. I must have some sort of little ENT virus thing going on. When was the last time the hedgehog had a bath, says Steve Cold? I can give you an honest answer to that. When he came here to live with me, he was covered in slug juice, so I gave him a bit of a valet. Hubnut is not a bog, says Peter P. I know he isn't. Greetings, Dib Dab, says the lovely Ross. Hello, mate. Boaty would have thrown the hedgehog in the washing machine after rescuing it from the horrors of the caravan and slugs. I didn't knock the washing machine. I didn't know if he was washproof. Steve Berry's big in the 90s says, "Hey chaps, wrong channel. I know, but I've just started an upload, so it's mustard. It's dear old mustard." The hedgehog doesn't like Sunday cooking streams. He never turns up, says Steve. Exploring with Ben and Sam, channel member now, of course. My gaydar went off, and sure enough, Boaty's world is live. Shocking. I know. And glad to see that your gaydar is in full working order. It even knows things that I don't. Right, tomorrow, darlings, I decided, because I was so knackered, that tomorrow I was going to take all of the pressure off. I was going to leave whenever I left, and if that meant I couldn't go the route I wanted, then so be it. I was going to not film anything. I was just going to have a damn good rest and enjoy being there. And I was going to throw caution to the wind, nick some money out of something or other, and go to the Chinese restaurant in the harbour tomorrow night rather than taking my own food, just to make it a more relaxing thing. But I feel better now. I feel better than I did before. So I've gone back to a kind of revised plan A. I need to sort my route out. I'll get the atlas down in a minute and just make some notes. I kind of figured out where I wanted to go, but I've forgotten now. And I'm planning to film some bits of it and taking all my own food, lunch and supper this time. I've figured out how I can do lunch, and I'm planning to have lunch in Llanberis. So tell me if you think this will work. This is my food flask, right? You've seen it before. You know how it works. It's like a thermos flask, but it's a bit bigger. You've seen it, right? So, fuck. So my plan is, now it does keep the food very hot. It's very good at that. I've used it before on road trips. This is my idea. Right. Hot and spicy noodles. You've seen me cook these a million times. They were on a nectar offer at Sainsbury's. I think they were 64p, something like that. So my idea is open up the food flask tomorrow morning, put the noodles in, put the sachet of doings in, and chop some chicken and onion and put that in. So you've effectively then got a pot noodle. Then pour the correct amount of boiling water in and just close the flask up and take it. So I'm assuming that if I do that at, 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever, then by the time I get to Llanberis at 2:30 or whatever time I get there, I'm going to have beautifully hot noodles. So what do you reckon? Is that going to work? I can't see why it wouldn't. And then I've got a nice hot lunch to have, which won't cost me any money. I've got a can of lemonade in the fridge. I can take that as well. So those are my plans for lunch. And my supper plans, darlings, are unchanged. Do it exactly like I did last time. It worked perfectly. My little thing from Neil and Soph, staff curry, I've got it all ready. I've got it all prepared. Rice, roti. The only changes I'll make this time are I won't forget to take the coffee pods for the coffee machine. In fact, I'll pack them tonight, so I can't possibly forget them. And I'll remember to take the roti. I forgot to take the roti last time, and I had to buy a chapati from Morrison's. So I did think, it's going to be my last thing before Christmas. Have a bit of a treat, go to the restaurant. And I looked at the menu in the restaurant. It looks very nice. It's got very good reviews. And I thought, well, it's going to be about 20 quid, just something basic to it. And then I thought, but no, because you'll have a glass of wine with it. So that'll put it nearer 30. And you'll want some prawn crackers to start off with. and that'll knock it over the 30. And I thought, no, don't do it. You haven't got that money. You haven't got that money, and you've got a thing going with your in hotel room cooking. Because you think about it, right? If I were to, and I wasn't going to take my own lunch either, I was going to stop at McDonald's or something. But let's say that lunch and dinner combined would have set me back 40 quid. 40 quid is another night in a hotel room somewhere down the line. So, you've got to screw the loaf, darlings. You got to screw the loaf. So I shall, the voice notes are starting to ping in. Excellent. So those are the plans, and we will plan the route. I'll tell you where I'm planning to go. Basically, like before, the normal way, Manchester Airport. Well, from here to Chapel, you all know that because we do that on the way to the yard, and then head on towards Stockport on the A6. Come off, go round Manchester Airport, and then just past Manchester Airport, you pick up the M56, which takes you towards, Chester and the Coast Road and all of that. But then I need to come off because there are some roads that I don't know, or at least I don't think I know. I've probably been on them before, and I might recognize them when I get there. But all I know is that they are green on the Michelin Atlas. And you know what that means? It's a road that you should travel on. So when I was on the loo over the space of the last week or so, I planned out a route that was mainly green roads, and they take you down pretty much down towards Betois again, but by a different route. So kind of like I did before, but then instead of heading on to Blaenau and Festiniog, I will be chucking a right to skirt the north of Snowdon, and I will be heading to Capel and then Llanberis, and then there's another green road that will take me from Llanberis to Caernarfon. So so there you go. Those are the plans. Right, what did we get to? Yes, we were around here, weren't we? Hubnut has a dash-mounted gator. Pack a vodka glass this time, says Peter B. No. I'm staying in the Premier Inn, so I'm pretty convinced that there will be a glass as part of the hotel room equipment. What's a vodka glass? Asks Exploring. I only know about 1.75 litre bottles. I didn't know that was a thing. I've seen 1.5 litre bottles, not 1.75. Hubnut lives off noodles. Stream title. Hub noodles, says Richard. Would Matron be the salad cream in that ham sandwich? I like to think she would be. Oh, Bad Books is with us. Jolly good evening to you. I watched your video earlier on. I forgot it was Sunday, says Emma, who is now with us. Emma Lemon of the YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, who we know and love as Emmels or the M11. Anyway, she forgot it was Sunday. She was waiting until 11:30. Good evening, Boaty and Boggies, and a jolly good evening to you. Right, we have got voice notes coming at your arses, darlings. Now, in voice note terms, the first cab off the rank. Oh, here we are. Oh, it's not a voice note, it's a massage. And it's from the lovely Shawnee. It's just taken me 20 minutes to realise I was watching the stream from last night and not tonight. Oh dear. Evening, Sean. Hope you've had a good day, mate. Really enjoyed our chat last night. And what have we got coming in from Mr. Stephen Parry? I've got pictures and I will describe them to you. Oh, that looks like some kind of chop with new potatoes and some form of peas and gravy. Oh, right. The next picture explains it. It's a bistro slow-cooked lamb shank with mint jus. Oh, exotic. And then there's a posh coffee, and there's a pork pie with a hat on. But we have got a voice note from the good Mr. Paddy as well, which might explain things more. Okay, here we go. Roll, Mr. Parry.
Good evening, Reverend. Did you manage to get the car sorted and everything for today? Check
Nope.
ready for tomorrow, sir?
Nope.
And how was work? And did you manage to see the builders?
Nope.
Myself today, I went to McDonald's and had your famous things you cooked for your people yesterday. I had a cheeseburger, £5 meal, and then I got nuggets there.
Ooh.
Cheeseburger and nuggets for £5 and a drink, like my niece, nephew, and my little nephew. And then came back and did my nephew a little crisp birthday dinner. We had lamb shanks for dinner, minted lamb ones. As you can see, a little picture of them, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Followed by a birthday cake. Anyway, I hope you manage to set off in time tomorrow for your trip, sir.
Oh, God, me too.
And all goes well. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll put a few pictures of my dinner now, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Parry. Pics from the... God, is that what we're calling it now? Is that what we're calling it now? The Leisure Peninsula. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Parry. Good evening, Emma. Right, excellent. Right, let's have a slurp of my drink. I'm going to go and get the atlas because we've got some serious planning to do here, darlings. And if you want to plan along with me, then why not just pull up a map on your internet or something, or on a device. And I'll get a pen and we'll make some notes because I need to know where the hell I'm going. Okay, now this is going to be when I wish I had a notebook, isn't it? And I haven't, so I'll use this envelope. But I'm also going to wish I had a pen. Here we are. Oh, matron, I'm meeting up with a mutual friend tomorrow night. Somebody from the old power washer days. That's exciting, isn't it? Right, okay, here we go. Right, I need page, I think we're starting on page 42. Or I might need to go on to page 32 and work backwards. I thought there was no live tonight, Ash Blackline. No, there was always a live tonight. There wasn't a lunch live today. Right, here we oh Christ, I can't see a thing. It's too dark. Hang on. Right then, let's have a look. So I'm going to be, no, I need to be on page 41, don't I? Right, yeah, here we are. Right, so I'm going to, oh yeah, glasses. Forgot about them. They do my eyes no good at all. It's the light that's the main problem, darlings. It's the low light rather than just my knackered eyes. Oh. It's all right when I look at this. When I look at you, then. He needs the Ronnie Corbett's to read properly. Oh, who, Boaty? They're also a bug. Is it Big Tall Steve? No, matron. Do you want to keep guessing, or do you want me to just tell you? Right. I'll give you a clue, matron. He was at Astro's funeral. Oh, yeah. Emma likes me with glasses on. Oh, Stu's here. Hello, Stu. Right, so I'm when am I coming off? Uh is that going to be too far south? Oh no, I'll just go right, I'll do that one and then it gets tricky. Then I'm going to be on tiny lanes. Where am I heading down to? I'm heading down to am I heading to Betthois? And then I go right, so I go there and then from Capel Cureg down to Pennygwynd. Oh, and then I go over the Llanberis, the pass of Llanberis or whatever it's called, and into Carnarvon. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that does look nice. So I could come off at like Llandudno Junction and head down to Betthois, but I don't want to do that. I want to do these green bits here. I like squeezing arses of guys that wear glasses. Oh, fair enough, Emma. It's um, it's an inexpensive hobby, I suppose. I've been planning a route for ages, says Russ, but she's always working or has a headache. For those who don't know, route is a term for pottering down under. And I don't mean pottering down, under. I mean pottering in Australasia. Well, it's an Australasian term for pottering anywhere in the world. G'day, Sheila. Fancy a route? He's looking very Deirdre Barlow in the specs with his long hair. You go past an old beached cruise liner. I thought that was on the coast road on the way to Lacra. Right, let's go back in with the glasses. Correct, matron. Well done. Correct. He's there with his family on an unrelated, a kind of unrelated jolly, but I think he would welcome somebody to have a little glass of something with and while away an hour or two. Right. So I was thinking that if I came off, right, there's that lovely looking green road there. Take that down to, that's too long a way round, isn't it? I need to cut across country. And right, is that junction 34 or is it 33 I want? 34. Right, so fucking hell. Where's my envelope? Oh, it's under there. The assholes at the restaurant have been spraying Boaty's hair with bleach. He's going grey. I'm just really old. Okay, so we're coming off at junction 34. Is it 34? Yeah, 34, which is like somewhere around Chester. So junction 34. And then I'm going to right, and then I'm taking a right somewhere. And then right on the A541 in the direction of Denby. Right, made note of that. And then from Denby, right, from then on, darlings, oh, hello, Simone. Hello, Simone. Right, from then on, from Denby, I need to take the A543, which is also a green road. But then it's just going to be lanes with really steep hills. And basically, I just need to I need to find my way through through the lanes and get to Bettws. So I'm just going to have to do that on the day, find my way as best I can. Then from Bettws, I head on the A5. Heading towards Bangor. Well, heading towards Capel Curig. And then at Capel Curig, I turn left onto the A4086. And then, and then there's a page break. So I can't see if that's a straight road or if I need to turn right. Where's Slam? Oh, there's Slamberris. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, I take the A4086 and then it looks like a right-hand turn onto the A4088. Or is that a continuation of the A4086? I think it might just be, yeah, I think it might be a continuation. And that looks like, well, that's the pass of Slamberis, and somebody told me about that, said I needed to do that. And that pretty much takes me to my destination. That takes me to Carnarvon. Okay, right. Oh, God. I'll obviously take the atlas with me for reference, but I think we've got ourselves a route there, darlings. So that is one job diddly done. Let's get the atmosphere back to normal. Ah, that's more better. Right, that's going to be a lovely route, darlings. And if you've forgotten, I'm so sorry. I can only apologise. Now, obviously, when we did this 2 weeks ago, that was our getting to know you drive in Officer Crabtree, our first proper drive in him. Well, tomorrow is going to be our getting to know you drive in Yvette Carte Blanche. So, yeah, first proper, I mean, I know we picked her up, but she was brand new then. The first proper drive after she's had a bit of a clean up, the gramophone. I'm going to get very excited about that gramophone again tomorrow, darlings. The weather, let's have another look at the weather, shall we? It was looking a lot better the last time I looked. We'll double check it now. If I can find it. So here it's going to be 11 degrees, cloudy with a bit of sunshine, and in Carnarvon, right? So it's going to be it's okay. The rain is later on. The rain's in the late afternoon. That's fine. So yeah, again, cloudy with a little bit of sunshine. So hopefully we're going to be all right. It's going to be another stunning route. It's going to be another, I might be discovering some brand new roads to me, and I will certainly be rediscovering roads that I've previously known and loved, but, haven't had much interaction with lately. It'll be lovely to be back in Slamberis. I will really enjoy doing the Pass of Slamberis, or whatever it's properly called in Welsh. I can't remember. So that's going to be good fun, and hopefully it will be a nice car to do it in. I'm hoping that I'm really going to enjoy Yvette Carte Blanche. I'm hoping that the Premier Inn is going to be a worthwhile step up from the Travelodge. I booked the Premier Inn because I really wasn't keen on that room in the Travelodge. I mean, I can't grumble. It was dirt cheap and it was clean and it was warm. So I'm not grumbling. It was just a little bit too basic and prison cell like, and there was a lot of there wasn't much in the way of creature comforts. There were only a couple of PowerPoints. Now, the Premier Inn on this occasion was £10 more expensive than the Travelodge. However, in the Premier Inn, you get free Wi Fi. In the Travelodge, you have to pay. So, that brings it a little bit closer together. And I'm just hoping that the Premier Inn is, relatively speaking, I know we're talking about a budget hotel, but relatively, hopefully, it's going to be a little more luxurious, or less. I don't know how to describe that Travelodge room. I really don't. It was all right. It was all right for the money. It was bloody brilliant. Yeah. So hopefully the hotel room is going to be a slightly nicer experience. I am knackered, and bear in mind that that's after we've had a few hard services, right? The hard yards are yet to come. The restaurant is full to overbooked again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. So that's going to be 3 mad days. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of filming done. I'm going to enjoy the drive. I'm probably not going to go into town and get any footage or anything there. I'm going to chill out a bit, darlings, and try and get some rest. So we'll have the nice drive there. I'll go to Morrison's and see if I can find that manager guy and interview him, and get a nice thumbnail with him because he looked lovely. Bless his baldy head. I'll have a drink with Cooperman, and we'll do a live stream, and hopefully I'll have a good night's kip, and then again Tuesday morning I'm just planning to chill. I'll have a walk around the harbour again because that is just a joy. Um, Maybe go back to table for breakfast. Maybe just have coffee in the room, see how it goes. But I'm hoping that it'll just be really nice and relaxed and low key, and I can just chill out a bit and recharge my batteries before a bit of another mad one. Right, where did we get to? A to Z says to you, how did we manage? Mine is the Michelin Aventure, um, Atlas of Great Britain and Ireland. And again, I recommend, if you're driving, I recommend that you use Michelin, because just because of that green road thing, they tell you, just like Michelin tell you which restaurants you should eat in, they tell you which roads you should drive on. And God knows, they steered me well 2 weeks ago, so I'm very much going to trust them again tomorrow. Ah. Are you going topless tomorrow? Asked Peter P. I'm not sure that the weather is going to be entirely conducive, but it would kind of be rude not to, wouldn't it? I'm definitely not going to do it on Tuesday, which is a shame. Oh, and on Tuesday, I'm going to come back down the coast road just like I did before. It's a stunning drive, but it's also the quickest, most economical, and most straightforward. So I've got to get back. I've got to be at work Tuesday night, obviously. So it makes sense to come back down the coast road. So as soon as I get chucked out of that hotel, hopefully full of a free breakfast, I shall just, I'll crack off down the coast road. It would be lovely to do that topless, One of my favourite bits of the first Llandudno trip was belting along the A55 with the old top down. And some tunes. We had tunes on, darlings. But maybe I'll go topless down the over the Llanberis Pass. I'm sure that's called something else. I'm sure that when somebody left a comment saying next time do this, I'm sure it was a proper Welsh name rather than the Pass of Llanberis or Llanberis Pass. I'll live and learn, and it will be nice to be back in Llanberis. We'll see how the times go, but I was thinking of maybe having my lunch there. Question from Emma. Do you want me tomorrow night? What would everyone else prefer? Andrew says yes. Matron says yes, Emma. Peter B says I prefer you, Emma. Stu says Llanberis. Richard says both are good on a Monday, as it happens. Mustard says you wouldn't spend a night in the caravan because you don't like being away from home. So now you've toughened up. Spend a night in the yard with me. What, in the back of a car? No. I'm not spending the night in your yard in the back of a car. I'll do it in a camper van. When I get my hands on a camper van, I'll do it. But I'm not doing your mad sleeping at the state. Basically, you want me to join you in the Mustard falling out with his wife scenario. Oh, God. Actually, it'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Actually, that would be a laugh. Okay, I will. All right, I'll do it, but not until spring. Not until it's warmer. I'm not freezing my nuts off in. I'm not freezing my nuts off at the bleeding yard in winter. I'll do it in spring. We can plan it. I might need to add a new car to the fleet. What's the biggest estate going? I need a Citroen CX Familial or an XM estate or just something generally humongous. I'll borrow one of somebody. You get a better class of Liverpudlian at Premier Inn, says Ross. A night in the yard with Mustard would be interesting, says Richard. And Matron would enjoy the live stream from the yard sleepover. 2 estates, rear to rear, romantic. A bit of knobbing, read the tow hooks. Oh, and Wilma's up for it, apparently. Boaty needs some brown leather driving gloves. If he... oh, hello, we've got a mystery phone call. Good evening, Mystery Simone.
Hello, Boaty.
Oh, hang on, you're too quiet. Let me put you on. Ah, there we are.
Hello, Mr. Boaty. Can you hear me now?
I can, perfectly.
Okay. Have you pounded your box yet?
I haven't.
Okay, so pound your box as if your testicles had just fell off.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I'm wearing my old pants. And when I went to the loo at the beginning of the live stream, coming down the stairs, one did actually fall out. So this is going to be a very authentic escaped plum. And if anybody else wants to tell me to pound the box, I've got extra pound coins. Here we go. Here is.
Are you going to fit enough in?
Pounding. There you go. Simone, the box has been pounded in your honour.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Just don't get your plums in the box.
No, I shall try not to. Oh dear.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, how's your day been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Too late at night last night. Paid for it today. It's been unproductive, but not unpleasant. What about you?
Well, I do apologise for not being here last night. I went to a friend's Christmas present, swapping evening. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, not a wife swapping evening. That's an entirely different thing.
Yeah, but that's the logical next step, isn't it?
It is kind of, yeah. Christmas presents, wife swapping is logical.
Yeah, or combine the two, and you could swap your wife for a Connect 4.
You could actually. Oh, Connect 4, that was good fun.
Oh, God, yeah, you can't beat Connect 4.
Yeah, it was. Oh, definitely not. When I was younger, my brother and I, we had a blue Connect 4 with red and white tiles.
Oh,
no, red and yellow, sorry. Red and yellow.
I was going to say, yeah, red and yellow. It was blue.
That
the
was
proper
it.
one was blue. And yeah, red and yellow. God, memories. Memories.
Oh, definitely. And battleships. You used to get me playing battleships too.
Yeah. They did an electronic version of that later on.
Yeah, we never had that one.
Oh, no, neither did we. We were too poor.
Oh, and yeah, same. Well, today's been quite an interesting day. So I did my volunteering. And it's possible we're going to be getting some help from the local cancer charity, to try and help people out as well.
Oh, awesome.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And when I got back, I dismantled the front of Rover.
Right.
Took the bumper off, took the headlights out, and I polished them, and they look amazing.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so hopefully MOT on Tuesday, they'll be quite impressed.
Oh, fingers crossed. I did some headlight action on Janet Jackson yesterday.
Oh, I wouldn't mind doing some headlight action with Janet Jackson. That'd be quite nice.
I fitted headlamp covers, Rover headlamp covers that Neil had knocking about and gave me about a year ago. So I thought, okay, I will finally get round to fitting those. And
nice. Well, I didn't film what I was doing because I just wanted to get the job done, really.
I didn't film it either, but it was a great success. I fitted them, and they make the car look slightly less good, and you can't really see where you're going. But
that sucks.
So I'm going to call that a great success because it's a genuine.
I agree.
It's a genuine period Rover accessory that makes your car look and perform slightly worse. So
it can't be as bad as when the new Volkswagen Beetle turned up and people started putting eyelashes on them.
Oh God, that's awful, isn't it?
It was terrible.
Although there is a precedent because the original Lamborghini Miura, arguably the world's first supercar, that had eyelashes.
It did. Yeah, they looked very odd, I thought.
Yeah, but I think they were more acceptable on a Miura than on a bloody... What is a Beetle? Is it a Golf or a Polo?
I think it's basically a Mark IV Golf underneath in a fancy frock.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But tomorrow I'm going to wait for my headlights to dry. They have to go off, and you can't do them in wet weather. So I brought them into the house and polished them. They were really yellow. I
had a girlfriend like that.
Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah. Off limits in wet weather.
Well, what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I've got the front end of the car off, I'm going to give it all a damn good cleaning.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, that'll keep me busy.
And is this Connie we're talking about?
Yes. 69, I've already lacquered them.
Oh, okay.
It came with lacquer in the kit, and they just looked amazing when they were done. I put the lacquer on, it just immediately they look brand new.
Oh, awesome. It's a massive thing, isn't it? It is a massive thing.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I mean, it looked like somebody had been smoking all over them for 20 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, they look astonishing. I can't get my head around it. But when I brought them into the house, the lacquer, if anyone's going to do headlights and put the lacquer on them that you get with the kit, do it in a ventilated area.
Oh, does it stink?
Oh my God, it's horrendous. It's worse than nail polish remover.
Ah, right, okay.
It's vicious stuff, and I only needed one sachet because you get two. So I thought if I keep a sachet, I can use it later in the day or later in the year maybe. But it should last a few years. I'll keep getting asked questions here.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments.
Yeah. Tracy, I got mine from my local garage. It cost me £15 for the kit. I think there's a time delay on the television. I can slightly hear me slightly.
Yeah,
it's
there
about
is.
a 5-second time delay.
Yeah.
But no, I've had a productive day, and then when I came in, I had a chicken curry for dinner, followed by a yogurt.
Nice.
Because that's kind of you have a yogurt afterwards to cool it down.
Yeah.
And then earlier on, I had some cheese on toast with some ham, followed by some fizzy pop. And during that, I watched my brand new Blu-ray that I got for Christmas, which was in the Christmas thingy swap.
Oh, okay.
Swap.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus.
Right. Not got a clue what that is, but I hope you enjoyed it.
It's the brand new Alien movie.
Oh, they were talking about that on Radio 4. So, yeah,
they're saying that it's the third best Alien film now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's set between the first and second movies.
I have.
So I don't know when. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I've made a momentous decision. I've decided that I need a televisual somewhere in this cottage, just a little one, purely to play DVDs.
Yeah, it's worth it.
When I was searching for my wedding DVD to bang onto YouTube, and I found all of my DVD collection, I thought I miss these too much. I need to be able to watch them. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out where I could put one of those tiny little TVs with a built-in DVD.
That's a good idea.
And ideally, I think I'd like it in the kitchen because, if I'm not asleep or having a shower or having a poo, then I'm in the kitchen. So
you could get yourself a little flat screen.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm
sure you'll be able to find something like that in Argos, I would have thought. Or somewhere like that.
I'm remembering now. I did the same thing at the cottage in Wales, although it wasn't a flat screen back then. It was one of those all-in-one 14-inch tellies with a built-in video cassette recorder. If you can remember those.
Yeah.
But I
remember those things.
I actually put it on top of the fridge freezer. It was the only place where it could go. But it actually worked out okay because I'm 6'5". So when I'm pottering around, I could watch it quite comfortably. So I'm just looking at the top of my fridge freezer now and thinking.
I was going to say, it'd probably fit up where your tripod is.
Yeah, exactly. That could work.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't need a TV license because you're not watching TV.
No, exactly. There wouldn't, there wouldn't be an aerial or anything like that. I just watch my Sopranos DVDs and all of the Gavin and Stacey and
yeah.
Oh, there's a point. Is anybody else excited about the final ever Gavin and Stacey episode this Christmas?
I never watched it myself. I think I watched the first series. Yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of it.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I didn't really get into it that much. I think I was more into like darker comedies.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Back in the day.
It is a bit light. I would never have watched it. When I was separated from my wife and I was sent to the naughty cottage for 2 years, then it was just to begin with, before I found my feet there and figured out what I was going to do, I was desperate for anything to take my mind off stuff, and the series 1 of Gavin and Stacey was in one of the supermarkets for like $1.99 or $2.99, and I just bought it, and I just absolutely fell in love with it, and I'm still in love with it.
I've got to be honest, there was a TV series I really did like, and I was trying to find the DVDs because it's not on Blu-ray, and that's 2 packets. Does it pint of lager and a packet of crisps?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. So I've only...
Ralph Little from the Royal Family.
Yeah, I quite liked that series. It was quite funny.
There was another one that I liked that I found by accident. I can't remember what channel it was on. And it got really silly and it went off and I had to stop watching it. But the first like 8 episodes or something were brilliant. It was called Him and Her.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, it was. I really enjoyed that to begin with, before it went
Oh.
daft.
Oh, okay. There was a TV series I used to watch on BBC Two back in the day. I think it was BBC Two. It could have been BBC Three, and it was called Ideal with Johnny Vegas.
Oh, right. No, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's about a terrible drug dealer, and all these really weird things happen, and it's just madness, total madness. But it's really funny.
Oh,
But it's quite dark comedy.
Oh, I was going to say I'll keep an eye out for that, but I don't have televisuals, so.
Yeah, well, because you can get the box set, but I had them all separately, each series, and then the very last series I couldn't find anywhere, and then the box set came out. So I'm not too sure if I should buy the box set and then just dispose of my separate series. Probably the best option.
Yeah, if it fills the missing gap, then you're going to have to, aren't you?
I think I might have to, yeah.
Treat yourself. You're worth it.
I think I will. I did treat myself actually a couple of days ago, and I'll be revealing that on my gaming channel in a few days' time.
Oh, excitement.
Yes.
Look at you revealing things on YouTube.
Yeah, that sounds a bit iffy as well, doesn't it?
Everything does. Everything does.
That's true.
If you've got a dirty mind, you can make anything sound dodgy.
Oh, yeah. I just wish I could get some content out on my Cortina. Mind you, I do have something I can do, but I won't be able to do it for a little while. I think I might wait till the new year.
What have you got planned for next year? Anything big planned?
Well, I would like to go to Rustival 3.
You could come camping with us.
Where to?
We're in Snowdonia.
Oh my word! How far away is that from Plymouth?
Oh, it's almost next door. Just little trip up the road.
Isn't it North Wales?
Slightly, yes.
Slightly. Yeah, that's quite a journey from me. What I wanted to do with the Cortina was I wanted to, go camping in the Cortina, but I need to finish the welding, of course.
Didn't you do something like that before? I'm sure I watched one of your videos where you car camped.
I did, but before I realised there was more rust to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very, very spacious actually in the back of that car, quite spacious, and you would be able to fit as like 6 foot worth of space in the back.
Right.
Yeah, stretch out on a nice memory foam mattress and snooze away. But I need to turn the back into like what was it people use to black out the rear windows, but you can still see outside.
Oh, I don't know, but I know what you mean. That would be would be real. God Almighty! I mean, if you want to get views on YouTube, then car camping is a massive thing, isn't it? Now, if you turn TC into a part-time car camper, you'd fly.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. That's what I'm thinking of doing. But there's quite a lot of welding that needs doing in the back, and I found a whole boot section, including the wheel well. It's a staggering £300, but they won't post it. I have to go and collect it.
Right. Where is it?
It won't fit in the Rover. Hang on. I'll be able to find out. One moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Car parts and accessories. Number 5. There it is. Collection in person. Ford Cortina Mark III genuine boot for estate. And that is in Keighley, wherever that is.
Keighley?
No,
Keigh.
Ley.
Say it again.
Kei.
Yeah.
Ghley.
Keighley. Yeah, it's my way up near Leeds.
Oh, Okay, well, it's the only one on eBay, and it's 300 quid, and it's genuine.
Oh, right.
So that's a lot of money, and it won't fit in the Rover. So how I'm going to get it, I don't know. But yeah, that kind of sucks. I have to buy it and see if someone can pick it up. I don't know. If I'd a Tourer, I'd be able to go and get it, but I don't.
Would it fit in the Peugeot estate?
I don't know. I have no idea. Was it your Peugeot?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to get the right. We need to get the community onto this. How can we raise 300 quid and then get a boot floor for a Mark III?
Yes.
Mark III Cortina, Simone's lovely TC, work in progress, as we all are. And then we need to get it from Keighley, near Leeds, down to near Plymouth, which is somewhere in northern France.
Well, if anyone's interested, I could always copy the item number into the chat so people can see it.
Throw it in there, it won't hurt.
Okay, there we go. Paste.
Sorted. And
that is the item number, guys. So if you want to copy that and go and have a nose, feel free.
And
Paulie Gualtieri said roof rack it. No, I don't have a roof rack. That's a good idea, actually. Roof rack is a good idea.
It is a good idea. Lash it down with some elastics. I mean, it's going to be quite aerodynamic, isn't it? It's going to be large, but it's going to be just like a one skin thing.
Yeah, it's one skin thing, but it's got a big round bit on it because of where the spare wheel goes.
Right.
Yeah, it's still got the original undercoat on it, which is quite cool.
Weird question. Would it fit in TC?
It would, but he can't be driven. He's got no rear valances and lots of bits have been cut off.
Oh, I was going to say, because it must be MOT and tax exempt by now.
It is, but...
What is it, 73, something like that?
972.
72, I was close.
Yeah, but at the moment, he's got no bonnet, no front bumper, no lights, no wings, and the rear valances have all been cut off, and the inner rear valance on the passenger side has been cut out. Because when I was working on the car, it was at a friend's place, and it got to the point I couldn't work there because it was just so uncomfortable. Maybe I was making excuses. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But these things happen.
They do indeed. They do.
So I think what I need to do, I need to get a generator which is powerful enough to run a 120 amp welder.
Oh God, Matt tried to do that, didn't he, or something similar?
Matt Furious.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The welder that I was looking at pulls 3,900 watts, and I need a welder of 4,000 plus watts, and they're not cheap.
Yeah, I'm sure I watched a video recently where the car of his that's in the field, and
oh yes,
he borrowed a generator off his parents or something.
Yeah, he was trying to use the heat tool.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, to heat things up, but he couldn't get it in to fit properly, which really sucks. But it did work. It just it heated the tool up, but he just couldn't get it in close enough to extract whatever he was trying to extract.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, cars are a pain.
Oh God, aren't they just?
Yeah.
Hopefully, Yvette Carte Blanche will behave herself tomorrow for me.
Fingers crossed.
I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Yeah. I'm going to have to disappear, my lovely. It's time I went. I've got to get to.
I was going to say the same, actually.
But always lovely to hear from you. And let's put our community hive minds to. Because if you're not familiar with, this is Simone, Hooked on Classics.
Hello.
YouTube channel. Have a look. Simone has got, as well as Connie, the Rover 75. Simone has got a gorgeous 1972 Mark III Cortina estate. and which needs a bit of love and care at the moment. So that's what this is all about. But Simone's a good egg, so if we can figure out a way to help her, then we should do it.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries, my lovely. Good to hear from you as always.
No problem at all.
Thank you
Hope
for getting me
everyone's
to
well.
pay my bucks.
No problem.
All right. Catch you later,
Right.
lovely. Sleep tight.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was a pleasure. The lovely Simone. And it's now 7 minutes past where I was going to bugger off. So I kind of need to bugger off, darlings. I've got so much to do. And I'm a man who doesn't have a life. I'm sure all of you have got lots more things to do than me. So let's whiz through the comments. Richard pointed out that I needed some brown leather driving gloves if I drive with the top down. It's obligatory in an open top British car. And I totally agree, Richard. And I used to have a pair. And I wish I still had them now. They were gorgeous. Proper brown leather to the palm with the open crochet weave to the rear. And I would love another pair of those. You could borrow Carol Ann's tiny caravan, says Peter P. Bloody hell, could you imagine me trying to sleep in that thing? Yeah. Oh, dear, oh dear. Commit, says Mustard. I'll commit to spring. I will commit to spring. I'm not doing it in winter. I'm definitely not doing it in winter. The biggest estate card is now the Skoda Superb. Oh, there we are. And I'm just going to have to whiz through these comments, darling. Sorry. Oh, Barry is here. Headlamp covers look cack, says Mustard. And you're right, they do. And the headlights don't perform as well. But they are a genuine accessory, and I felt honor bound to put them on. So, yeah, they look rubbish. They make the headlights work less well, but they're staying on. I'm leaving them. Simone's frisky tonight, says Emma. Oh, and Casbar's with us. I struggle saying Casbar because there was an eBay seller who lived about 300 yards, no, 1,000 yards from me when I was living with the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty, the marital homestead. And her eBay shop and eBay name was Casbra. And whenever I say Casbar, as in our friends Barry and Karen, all I can see is Casbra. And I struggle with it. Emma, are you doing tomorrow night? I would much rather do a joint live with you tomorrow, and it'll get you subscribers. It always does. You can advertise yourself, and you can have the live stream to yourself when I go out when I go down at half time for a cigarette, and you can just push them all to your channel. So if you're up for it, I'd much rather do it with you, to be honest. And I think everybody else would rather that as well. And I'm just whizzing through. Oh, Emma, do you like Gavin and Stacey? I didn't know that. And we were going to do the Gavin and Stacey thing with Sean. Well, if you genuinely, if you're into Gavin and Stacey, then with or without Sean, we will do it. We will do it next year. We'll have a Gavin and Stacey trip. We'll go down to Boaty. Oh, Mrs. Brown's Boys. Yeah, that was dreadful. Will Mellor, completely correct, Peter P. What happened in the final series of Chance and a Million? Asked Andrew. I don't know. I was demonetized, wasn't I? I couldn't put it up there. Oh, I miss that. I miss having those. Oh, and apparently they got married, even though he's gay. The character wasn't gay. Simon Callow is gay, but the character wasn't. definitely we will make the camping trip happen this year. We're going to be doing it more sensitively this year. We've got Caroline on board. She's got contacts. We've got a place where we can do it. It's going to happen. At the very least, a few of us are going to do it, but hopefully there will be many more. Oh God, how many comments have I missed? Dear. What time? It's 12 minutes past. I need to bugger off. Hello, Josh. Thanks for being here. Oh, and people enjoyed hearing Simone. That's nice. Yep, Emma's up for the joint live. Everybody's happy about that. So there you go, darlings. You've got a joint live tomorrow night. It's going to happen. And Emma said, yeah, I can't wait for the final episode. And yes, that's why I was so keen to do Barry. We'll do it. We'll add it to the list next year. It will. Barry will be done. Don't worry, Barry. You know, as in our friend Barry. We're not going to do you. But Karen would send us to the pub or shoot us. Oh, right. Darlings, as much as I'm loving this, I am going to have to go because I've got preparations to make for tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. And the next time you see me, I will be in Carnarvon in beautiful Snowdonia. And it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait now. I'm excited. I was trepidatious earlier because I was tired, but now I'm feeling no pain. We've got our route. I've got it written down. So that's brilliant. Right, listen, there's going to be no box tomorrow. So I did a triple pounding last night after the live stream. I had 3 coins ready in case you left voice notes. You didn't, but I shoved them in anyway. 2 more. 1. And that makes up for tomorrow night's lack of pounding. Thank you for being here. And yeah, the next time I see you, I'm going to be with the marvelous Emma, and she's going to be in Norfolk. I'm going to be in Snowdonia in a Premier Inn, and we're going to have a blast. Believe me. Thank you for being with me. Let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night. Stay safe in the wind, stay warm, and have a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. I hope there is joy to be taken from it. And just take care of yourselves. Take care of those that you love and who love you. And thank you again for joining me. The candle will be relit Tuesday night, 11 o'clock. But I will be back tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, joint live with Emma. Don't you dare miss it. All right, darlings. All the love in the world from me. Thanks so much. Catch you next time. And on that note, pachoo and indeed, bosh.